Hi, third graders. We are continuing today on our nonfiction unit. We have been talking about text features and the main idea of our nonfiction books. We know that when you read a nonfiction text, it is different than reading a fiction book. We are looking deeply at why it's different and what we can take away from those nonfiction books. Let me share my screen so you can follow along. So remember, we're reading to learn. That's one of those big ideas about the nonfiction books or texts. We are reading to learn. And this week, our learning target is that we can find the main ideas in our books. I want to ask you, what is the main idea anyways? The main idea is the who and the what of the book. We have to ask ourselves, what is the text mostly about? And that's the main idea. The who and the what makes up what the text is mostly about. That big idea, the main idea or the big idea. We take the who and we take the what. And again, we get that main idea. And today, I want to teach you that your main idea cannot be one word. That would be a topic. A topic is much easier to find than a main idea. A main idea requires you to really do that reading and to do that diving into your text to understand what the main idea might be. A topic is one or two words about what the whole book is about. I could probably tell you the topic of most books just by looking at the cover and maybe the first few words. It's not specific and detailed. The main idea, however, is the most important point about the text, or the part of the text, and what it's mainly about. A sentence, not just a word, about the most important part. It's specific and it's detailed. You'll need to read more into the book to find that main idea. You won't just be able to tell by the cover. Let's look at what I mean together. I'm looking at this book, Environment, a World of Change. Now, if I were to just look at this book, I might think the topic is wolves, and that might not even be right for a topic. I'm just basing it off the picture, and I can't do that with nonfiction books. Environment, a world of change. If I read into this book more, I could say the topic is the environment. That could be an okay topic, but we're looking for the main idea. What about the environment? Well, the main idea would be that the environment changes because I read this book and it told me so many different examples of how the environment changes. It told me about how soil changes through erosion. It told me about how water changes and about how our atmosphere changes. The main idea is the environment changes. The topic could be the environment, sure, but what's the main idea? Eventually, we're going to talk about those supporting details that let us know what the main idea is. So again, the topic is standalone, it's just one word, but the main idea is a sentence that has supporting details to back it up, to prove it. Again, the main idea is the environment changes in this text. Now, the who is the environment, and the what is that it changes. I want to remind you, I can find the main idea for both sections of my book and the whole book. This is my main idea for the whole book in this instance. The main idea of the whole book is that the environment changes. Different than the topic, different than the main idea of each section. Again, we're leaving that topic in second grade. We'll remember what the topic is, and we'll be able to say it, but we're looking much more deeply than that. We are looking at the main idea. So if you try and tell me that the main idea of one of your books is just one word, Nope, big X. You have to put that topic away and think more deeply. You need to create a sentence about what you think the main idea is. So readers find the main idea of the book. They do this by first asking what is the text mostly about, that who and that what. This is what we've learned so far. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about another way we can find the main idea of a text. So far, we know that we think about the who and the what to find the main idea. And next, we're going to learn about something called a pop-out sentence. I hope you're looking forward to this. That pop-out sentence will be another way that helps you find your main idea. Before we end today, I want to go through some examples of topic versus main idea. Let's look at this nonfiction book that I have here, Extreme Animals by Jane Buxton. If I was just quickly trying to figure out the topic, I might make the mistake and say that this is a book on animals. Sure, that's the topic. We could put it in an animal basket with other animal books, but the main idea is more specific. Extreme Animals, that already lets me know that it's more specific. I'm looking on my first page of my book. To really find out what that main idea is, I have to do some reading. Chapter 1, Surviving in the Desert and the Rainforest. Okay, so I'm already thinking extreme animals, surviving in the desert and the rainforest. Okay, so I'm already thinking that that main idea might be something about surviving in extreme conditions. Some desert animals have unusual adaptations to help them survive. The Texas horned lizard squirts blood from its eyes when a predator gets too close. Then the lizard puffs up its body so the lizard looks too big for predators to eat. The horned lizard has sharp spines. The spines prevent the predator from eating it. So that's one example of how animals use extreme adaptations to survive. And as I'm reading, I'm seeing other examples of how animals have extreme adaptations to survive. Now I want you to look behind me. I have that my topic is animals, but now I found my main idea. My main idea would go up here, and then I would add my supporting details to that. Let me show you what I mean. I'm going to put my main idea here of this book. It's going to be a full sentence. Is that my main idea? No, I'm not stopping there. Animals have extreme adaptations. Ran out of space, but that's okay. To survive. Animals have extreme adaptations to survive. And then underneath, I would put all of the reasons why I think that, all of the evidence, all of the details that I find throughout my whole book. Now, animals have extreme adaptations to survive is the main idea of my whole book. I could go in and I could find the main idea that's more specific about each chapter. This is the main idea of my whole book. You'll notice it's not just the topic animals, but instead it's a full sentence that I only realized once I dug a little bit deeper.